Hi guys, so today I'm going to show you the JACLYN HILL palette from Morphe and swatch them for you and let you know kind of like what I think about the actual palette. And I've done a few looks with it, but I use that one, and then I use my Makeup Geek eyeshadows as well as some other Morphe ones I have. That's kind of what I've been using lately. I did just film a look with using some of the shades from the JACLYN HILL Favorites palette. So yeah, let's get started. It comes in, there's that line. Not today, bro. Not today, white one. I guess there's an emergency somewhere. Ignore the sirens. Okay, so anyways, yeah, that's the packaging. It comes in just, you know, a black kind of palette. Very similar to if you own any Coastal Scent palettes or BH Cosmetics. They all kind of come in this similar packaging. But yeah, so I've taken my plastic out because those things annoy me so bad, because you'd be like trying to close it and like half of the plastic will be hanging out over here and then you ruin it. So I just throw them away because they're obnoxious and annoying and they get on my nerves. They actually, what I found really weird was that they didn't even, you know, on the back they don't have the numbers, because Morphe goes by numbers, I do believe, instead of like giving them an actual name. So I went on the Morphe website and screenshotted the names or, you know, numbers, whatever. So yeah. I'm going to start with the top row, and this is ES4. And, let's see, previous video, whatever. Okay, so I'm going to start with the top shade, and you can see that that's just, you know, kind of a highlight shade, very shimmery and very white, I guess. It kind of reminds me of Makeup Geek's Rapunzel, I believe. But yeah, it's very pretty, a really good highlight. This one is the ES54, and this one's got a little bit more yellow to it, but still shimmery. I don't know, I've still been playing around with all the combination colors that's in this actual palette. I tend to always go back to my Makeup Geek shadows just because I know what kind of looks. I specifically bought those individual shadows for that reason, because they're just my shadows. They're my colors, you know. Like, I have certain colors that I absolutely love on myself, and then I have colors that I try and it just doesn't work out. But anyways, moving along. The next one is ES6, and it's more of like a pinky shimmer shade. And the next one is the ES64, and this is just a taupey kind of brown shade. It's matte. It does have a little flakes of shimmer in it, but not as much as these do. And that's the ES64. And then the next one, which I love, I did use it today. This is the ES14. And it is so pretty. It's a little bit, it's an oranger, it's kind of like orange and brown mixed together, but I really, really love it. It's going to be an awesome color for fall to use. It is ES75, and I'm going to do that one right here. This is beautiful. It's got some bronzy kind of peachy gold in it. It is shimmery, and it's beautiful though. Like, I love that one too. And then we're going to move on to the second row, and that is the ES67 is one we're going to start out with. And I have used this one quite a bit. It's very light and pink. Let's see, can you see that? Got some lighting issues going on here. But yeah, very light, rosy kind of pink. The next one is ES13. And It's kind of a warmer brown maroony color. I think I used that one today too. And then the next one is ES62. And that's kind of just like, you know, a warm chocolatey brown. And then the next one is ES63. And this one is a tad bit darker. Actually, yeah, that's like the next shade up from ES62. And that one's just a little bit darker. Got a little bit more chocolatey tone to it than ES62 does. And then the next one is ES20. And it's very pretty. It's a definitely a lot of pigmentation in that one. Actually, I don't even think I've used that one, but I'm going to now because it's beautiful. One is ES47. And this is a very bright, it's showing up kind of like a mustardy color, but it's more orange than mustard. But very pretty, very pretty. Damn, I can't talk today. Very pretty shimmery shade. The last color, my phone went off. Stop, don't be an asshole. Okay, and then the last color from this row is ES66. I have used it quite a bit. It's a matte shade. It's very, very orange and peachy, and I love it. It's, you know, one of my favorites from this palette. Okay, and then the next row starts off with ES33. And that is a very light, with some shimmer, peach shade. Pink, not peach, pink. Pink. And then the next one we're gonna go in with, I'm gonna show you, is ES68. And that one's even more pink, like it's very, very pink. It's got a little bit of purple to it, kind of plummy. And then ES16, which is, I'm having like a really hard time describing stuff, sorry. ES16 is kind of got some hints of purple in it, a little bit more pink though, and kind of looks brown. I've used that one quite a bit too. I love it. And then ES15, which again is kind of a chocolatey brown color. And then ES61, which is just a little bit darker, a little bit more taupe. This one sort of reminds me of New Moon from Makeup Geek, just without so much shimmer. Is ES24. And this one's got a lot more red tint to it, you know, rather than these do. It kind of goes back down the scale a little bit darker. And then ES74. Very, very pretty copper shimmer shade. I've used that one a lot and I really like it. Very, very pretty. It is, the first one is ES11. Oh my god, I'm running out of swatch room. And this is a very, very pretty kind of, I don't know, I like this one. The shimmer shades, I can say, are very, very pigmented. And they, you know, do pick up a lot of color when you put them on your finger. You kind of have to build up the other shades that aren't shimmery with when you're putting them on, build them up so you know you get a lot of pigment. I'm going to show you is ES59. And this is definitely, you know, purple, pink, throw me in the 80s, you know, eyeshadow. I haven't done a look or anything with it yet, but I really do like it. And then ES38. This one is very, very creamy and a little bit different than the other shimmer shades. It's more of a violet purple shade, which I like. I usually go for more copper tones and browns, just because I love. The next one is ES53. It's a little bit darker, but still in the purple family. ES71. This is my one of my absolute favorites from the palette. Like I said, I do love coppery colors, warm red colors, and that is exactly what this is. The very last one from the palette I'm going to swatch for you is ES19. And I'm going to put that one right here. It's a green warmish shade. I haven't used it yet. Like I said, I'm still experimenting with this palette. This kind of reminds me of Makeup Geek's Dirty Martini, which I've used a few times, but I still got to play around with it and figure out what shades will go good with it, you know, just to see. But yeah, that is the JACLYN Hill Favorites palette from Morphe. I would definitely recommend this. They are, you know, Morphe has such cheap eyeshadows at, you know, for great quality that I definitely recommend their eyeshadows. They are a lot cheaper than Makeup Geek. Some of, you know, just like with any kind of cosmetic company, you know, or anything you try, you may love one product or one shade from this company, but you also love one from this company. So I'm kind of flip-flop. I don't exactly use, you know, just one specific or one, you know, exact colors from one palette on my eyes. And I do not believe they are coming out with any more. They may, you know, since they are such a big hit just because Morphe may decide to come back out with them again. I know that you had to pre-order this palette, and then, you know, 3 weeks later, I think they sent it to you, that type thing. But when they do go on Morphe's website, they go very, very fast. So they will sell out fast, you know, and the first go around I didn't get this because I was like, I can't get through on the website. It won't take my payment method. And I know a lot of people had trouble with Morphe when they placed their order for this palette. You know, it was charging them 2 or 3 times every time they hit submit. I didn't have any problems with them. You know, I've ordered lots of things from Morphe before, and I've never had a problem with them or an issue with their shipping or their, you know, I always go through PayPal. I don't ever use my debit card on a website, but I don't know what caused that, but yeah. It's a very awesome palette. It is very pigmented. Definitely something I would recommend to you guys. I believe it was $27.99, and then you paid a few dollars for shipping, or either you got your shipping free. And yeah, I mean, but for that amount of money, it is a very great buy. Like, I'm glad I got it this time, because the first time around, you know, I couldn't get it, and I was very sad and upset, but yeah, sorry, I was just cleaning all that crap off my wrists and hands. But yeah, I would definitely recommend it to anybody who asks me if I like it, because I do. I like it a lot. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I hope it was helpful. Thank you for watching, and I will see you in my next video. Bye, guys.